Welcome to Unlimited Power. My name is D-Rod, and thanks for watching our Day 3 recap for the Star Wars Unlimited Galactic Championship event here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, my apologies that this recap took a little bit of time to get out as opposed to the other ones, but it is finally up, so I appreciate you taking the time to watch and hear a little bit more about my experience and some of the other experiences happening here at the Galactic Championship event. Now, with Day 3, for someone like me who did not advance in either of the two big events because I couldn't get more than 5 wins, that means I had a lot of time to enjoy other things that the event offered. That include panels, one specifically for the upcoming news set. I got to spend a little bit more time with some vendors and some artists. I got to explore the hall a little bit more, as well as spend a little bit more time on the prize wall, getting the things I was really excited to leave with at this event. So, the outside of that, the other things that would have been offered would have been a couple of the other events going on for side events. But the first thing that happened in the morning is they did have their big keynote event where we revealed secrets of power. We have talked about battles of Hoth. We talked a little bit more about the point structure that we're going to see here in Star Wars Unlimited going forward into season 1. And of course, there are some things that I have some opinions about that I'm happy to share, whether on stream or in another video. But right now, let's take a look at what Secrets of Power is going to offer us. Shadows of the Galaxy we've already got through. But Secrets of Power is the name of the next upcoming set coming out in November. And I'm going to be doing a little bit bigger video about this since I did attend that panel with the two designers and creators of this game and what that meant and why they wanted to go in this direction. One of the neat things, though, was that they made sure that the Game Genic had brought accessories for Secrets of Power out. So we see a Battle of Yavin playmat, a Senator floor, the Palpatine in his office, and this amazing Cassian Andor playmat from Rogue One. Look at that, just climbing up the data banks, shooting down at Krennic and Death Troopers. So cool. And coming soon, yep, we can see her right there from the Andor series. Pretty sure she's going to be an upcoming leader as we see a couple more of the soft crates with Padme and Palpatine. Super great. As you can see, Day 3, a lot of people are focused on their games. They're at their prize wall tickets. Some people are still exploring the vendors, watching the championship commentary and the games as it goes on. And and others are still trying to get stuff done by the artist or enjoy a little bit more thing from the vendors before they leave. This is a little bit at the tail end of the day, so a lot of the artists have been moved around to accommodate their large lines, and the artists were great. Johnny Morrow was really awesome. Got to meet him, got to meet Reno, and a few others, and have them sign some amazing cards that they've done. Amazing artists, great people. I can't wait to get more stuff signed at future events coming up. What a great time. Now in the back here we have you're going to see a little bit more of the places you can take pictures, like the inside of a cockpit of the Falcon. You see a X-Wing, you see a TIE fighter. Great stuff over here. But let's talk a little bit more about Secrets of Power while we can. So Secrets of Power was really interesting going into the panel, just a preview about that. And I think it's because we all had speculated what Secrets of Power was going to be about. Some people suspected it could be stuff for Jedi and Sith that you'd find in their holocrons, or you're going to see maybe more larger mechanized type things, whether they were ships or things like Starkiller Base or maybe even a Death Star, things like that would be large instruments of power. Instead, what we got was a very high political and spy set, and where power is not as forward or open or upfront or visible early on, but the power is behind them. The power still triggers with them. And we see that with the new plot mechanic. The plot mechanic, for those who don't know, is now when you deploy your leader, you can play plot cards from your resource pile. You'll replace them just like you do. And you can play as many as you can at the deployment. So as long as you have the resources to pay for them, you can play them. This is really neat because it means you're going to see a lot of leaders that may look weak, that do a lot more setup, take a little bit more time, but they still have this amazing move that we have in Star Wars Unlimited, and that is the deployment phase. It always feels like the deployment phase for your leader is when you're going to take the big swing. That's what really shifts the game and puts the momentum in your favor, and it should, right? It's no different than any other video game. And here we're going to see it a little bit differently, where these politicians or spies aren't doing a whole lot early on. We're not going to see maybe as many of aggressive decks as we did before, or at least as many hard-hitting ones, but we're going to see some power still swing in a different way when leaders like Palpatine or Padme deploy, and they're just playing these different cards right there. So I think it's going to be really neat for Secrets of Power to hit us. To my left, you can see a couple of these vendors, and I'm always excited when vendors arrive at events, because it means I can sell a lot of the higher end card products here from Star Wars Unlimited. And I had a great time talking to vendors, seeing who was offering what. It really is a better situation than trying to sell individually or online, just better rates. So shout out to Rochester CCG, who helped me out there with a lot of going through my collection and us making a great deal. I can't wait for them to talk to them next year. Here we are, finally, the Galactic Championship. The final match is happening. This is a little bit later in the day. There's still a few hundred people, probably closer to 400 to 500 people behind me watching this match or hanging out. And you can see here it is Talzin versus Kylo in the final match. Kylo is deployed. He has so many upgrades on him, and it is 21 to 25. Life for Kylo and 21 to 28 for Talzin. And this is game 3, everyone. So people are watching here. The next move, depending on who has what card here, it dictates it all. This is where it could end for either one of them. And it's been so suspenseful. You can see here both players deciding what they're going to do. One represents Team Enigma with the Kylo deck, and then Team Enigma with the Talzin deck, and Team Bothan Network with the Kylo deck. So great representation for both teams. Love seeing their support of their players, as well as just the community out here supporting and watching these two who've had 2 very long days, have worked really hard to get here. But here it is. You can still see that Kylo is deployed out there. He is exhausted, plenty of upgrades, and it looks like the Talzin player plays a card. There it is. I cannot recall what the card is, but you can tell by the result, it is over for Kylo. He goes back in the deploy file. All those upgrades go back to the discard pile, and this is going to be it, because it's a little bit harder to recover when you only have 4 health remaining. So shout out to Team Enigma over there taking this win. Great for them. And this was an amazing championship event. I enjoyed my weekend. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later at another video. But overall, I cannot complain. We went with great people. I just got to see so many great players from different states, and shout out to the ones from different play groups that I'm, friends in and fans of. Shout out to Rob Briggs, who ended up making top 30 here at the Galactic event. And there it is, folks. Everyone is cheering. People are happy. Some people may be sad, but at the end of the day, it was a great day for competition. A great day for this championship event, and I'm so glad we got to see this type of matchup be what was shown for the championship event. So thanks everyone for watching my day 3 recap. I look forward to sharing a little bit more with you about Secrets of Power in another video. I'll catch y'all later, and may the Force be with you.